Alexa, what's a CPU?
A central processing unit, also called a central processor or main processor, is the electronic circuitry within a computer that executes instructions that make up a computer program.
CPU is a very important feature when it comes to a computer on any platform computing device, such as a PC, a laptop, even your smartphone has them. Now, personally, on my media server, my CPU has a little bit of a overheating issue, and we're going to take care of that today with thermal paste. There are so many different methods out there on how to do it. There's 5 dots, there's cross, there's a circle, there's a P, there's a thick P. There's one where you just put a little blob in the middle and just kind of spread it out with a plastic bag, because if this gets on your fingers, it's very hard to get off, and it can also burn your skin. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to remove pre-existing thermal paste from a CPU and reapply it. Let's get into it. So this is my Plex server, my media server. It's an OptiPlex 380. It's got several hard drives in it, which at the moment is just a colossal mess. We got several hard drives on top of each other. I got 2 more hard drives under this. I got one in the middle here and another one. So I got 5 disk drives in here. But we're looking for the CPU. So the easiest way to find the CPU, remove this SATA cable, is to look to where you got kind of like a tunnel fan coming in. It would be a very high flowing fan that gets the heat out on top of a heat sink. So we gotta remove this right here. This is integrated graphics, really, this whole thing. So we just need to focus right here with this air tunnel bracket, just removing it to remove the CPU. I got 2 Phillips head screwdrivers holding this bracket down, and then a couple of clips that we gotta take off too. Just like that, we have access to the CPU. Look how disgusting that looks. There is pretty much a very thick layer of dust on top of this damn thing, including the heat sink. This is just disgusting. Ugh. Gotta clean this off and reapply it. So really, just to remove old, disgusting, dissipated thermal paste is just any type of cleaning type of tissue or rag. I mean, it comes off pretty easy. I mean, look at that, just like that. There you go. You can get some information on that. Get this off. Remove this gunk too. Oh God. Do this one off camera. So another question to be asked is what kind of thermal paste to use. I mean, there's a lot of different types on the market, but the main one I use is actually Arctic paste. This is Arctic Thermal Compound MX4. I'll use it with a ton of PCs between personal use and my work use, and no complaints. I never had to really take this off anything and reapply it or anything, so we're just gonna put this on the CPU and turn it back on. Alright, so this thing comes in pretty hefty use. Wow, that was terrible. Alright, so this, I do completely different methods depending on what the use is. This is my media server, so it's always on, so I'm just gonna kind of do a bit of a cross coming out here. Put on a healthy amount. That's okay. Kind of just get it around. I don't know. I feel safe when I do this. This is the right amount, by the way, if you're doing a cross or an X type way. And then after that, we can just put the heat sink on and close this thing up. Like a trunk to a car. Just gotta close it back down. Make sure it's on good, and put these head screws back down tight. They're the spring loading type, so you don't have to worry about friction with these screws. Okay, I don't like to tighten them down all at one time. I kind of do one semi-tight and go to the other one so it can start to sit down at a good symmetrical way. Back and forth. Not too tight, you don't want to let these in and never be able to get them out again. Okay. I'm going to test to make sure that's on. That's on pretty good. Gotta put this SATA cable back. I have a SATA RAID card in here I use for all the hard drives I have. Only one's connected to it because I had enough internal SATA inputs on the motherboard to do. So, okay, what's this one? But anyway, there we go. We should just close this back up. And yeah, I gotta cable manage this one day. But what do we say about that day? Not today. And closing this thing's always fun. And there you go. Applying thermal paste to a CPU is that simple. Now, depending again on the usage you guys are going to be using the PC for, there are different methods out there to apply to the CPU thermal paste. So that's all for this video, guys. Thank you for watching and have a good night.